3 hours later, dude, I know. I know. If we folded them in, then it would be a mirror image. So RL would become LR, and RL would still be RL. So that would be reversed. So L would be here, R would be there. Hmm. This puzzle is crazy. This puzzle is crazy. Like, I can't believe somebody sat down and was like, yeah, let's just go ahead and make this crazy ass puzzle. And then what's even wilder is to get all the information on this puzzle, you have to solve 4 other puzzles. How hard is it to brute force? Oh, no, no, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I don't think that would be a good idea. I don't think that would be a good idea. Yeah, I think the biggest issue is that we don't know how to apply the outer letters on the inner grid. We don't I mean we could try some different things. So maybe we should switch from whiskey to vodka. Hey, Blue is 96. Thank you for claiming some chat, love buddy. It looks like RR equals 0. What would make this a lot easier is if I could actually like super easily manipulate this stuff, but then again, if the overlapping is if it's as easy as that, another thing is we're not going to have enough letters to solve everything. So there's going to be some spots on here we're just not going to know at all. Um, which is interesting. So like this row, this is a straight row of R's. R, 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 R. So we know that the straight row of R's can't be here unless they're being influenced in another way. So we can assume that it's being folded. And that this is R, 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 and that R is for some reason equaling 1, right? But here's where it gets even weirder. If we're assuming that R is 1 and we're folding it, if we're assuming that each letter is its own matrix spot and then y equals 0, to get this to be full, since it starts on this side, this whole line would have to be full. So we'd also have to assume at that point that n equals 1 unless it's interfacing with the y from here. But it can't do that because this spot would have to be full, so that has to be full as well. So then we would know that n and y also equals 1. And then we can also assume that L and N equal 1 because that's full, has to be full. But then we don't have anything for Y or N. We do know that if we fold in that Y would be 0. So because if we fold this in and R is 1 and then Y is 0, then Y here would have to be 0, which means that this would also be empty too. So that would have to be a third. And if that's the case, then R would go here, in which case that would have to be full as well. And I'm already feeling like we're using all of our full ones. And I already think we're not on the right path. Yeah, this is already not working out. this is not working out. Folding is a nice idea, but then nothing would reach the inner 9 squares. Well, the problem is we're not going to have enough for everything anyway. So I think some of it we're just going to have to kind of guess what's there, what's left, essentially. Ashman Talu says you got one right. Okay, well, this the if I've only gotten one, like here's the big thing. Like if we're going by any type of folding idea, and we're not assuming that like this side and this side and this side are altering these, then this is the part that's going to be the most confusing, because if we're assuming r equals 1 and that's full, then this would have to be 1 2, which means it was full. And since we have to place down here, the only way we get that full is if we put a full one there. The top row has a folded y. That's true. You're absolutely right. So y can't be empty. Oh, that alone means the direct folding thing isn't going to work. Because yeah, you're right. If we fold this in, then y would be there and y is full. But then if we fold this in, y is on empty. So we know that it's not just folding it in. We know it's not folding it in. Okay. Okay. So that's that. That's off the table. That is off the table. Now we know it's not pushing it in because these two R's are different things. So if we were just taking that side and pushing it in, then at least these two would have to be identical. Because they would just go chunk to there and then chunk to there, and there shouldn't be anything else influencing it. So we know it's not that too. So we know it's not folding, and we know it's not pushing. So that begs the question, what in the hell else could it be? Sakura gave you a hint. Let me scroll up and see it. Next hint if you want. Only the symbols touching the grid are counted. You can ignore the ones on the outside. What? You're saying that none of these outside ones matter? Seriously? Dude. Oh man, that's such a jabation. That is so jabation. What the hell, man? God, they're doing me dirty. That looks a little simpler. Okay. That looks a little simpler. So, going from this. Now, the thing is though, I still there's still a lot of things that don't make sense. If this was the case, so it's still not easy. It's still not easy, because if this is the case, these would still both be full, and somebody earlier said that I was wrong in putting both of these full. Just to confirm, here let's do another little hint, because I'm fine getting hints on this puzzle, especially because I'd love to complete this game at some point in 2021. Just to be clear, these are not both full, correct? Let me ask that better. Are these both full? Yes or no? No, they are not both full. Okay. So, my line of thinking was that you guys know my line of thinking. My line of thinking was R would equal full, and then since R is up here and we have to put it down here, that would be full. So we know that's wrong. So this isn't as easy as just taking the letters on the outside and moving them in. So the other option is treating these sides. So yeah, now we have to figure out what this situation means. So do we take the letters and do we move them in and then combine and see what they go in like that? So maybe we have to copy the line and rows into the threes and then figure out what combinations equal what thing. So like ry would equal 0. Ry, well, see, that doesn't make any sense. Because then ry equals 0 here, but then ry here would equal 1. So it's not that. Now, what if it has something to do with the left side as well? Maybe they copy, maybe it's the kind of thing where every block has 4 letters in it. If we have to copy like each one, the north side goes all the way down, the left side goes all the way across, the bottom side goes all the way up. Thank you, Simon. That's very nice of you, buddy. How are you? So this one would be LYRL empty. RYL something is 1. Thought today wasn't a school day? Dude. I've decided to buy this game thanks to you in chat. Is there someone that I can buy to also support the stream? Well, thank you, Gorbachev. You can buy this game, like any game, you can buy it on Epic. And if you use my code COHH on checkout, it does help support the channel. However, what I tell people is pick your preferred deployment platform first. Don't factor me into that equation. And then if you buy it on Epic, you can use my code COHH. But yeah, don't necessarily get it on there just to support me. You do you first, and then if you pick it up on Epic, then that's my code. And I appreciate it. All right. So the only ones we have 4 for. Okay, so this would be. We'll start. Oh Lord, that's way too big. We'll start clockwise. That's still way too big. All right, let's do like super tiny. This would be LYRL. Okay. That means this would be LYRL. Oh, how does this work? Text breath. Oh my God, this program is the worst. No, stop. Why are you zooming out? Oh my God. Okay. I'm going to call the help desk here in a minute, and I'm going to ask to speak to their manager. Text. LYRL would be here too. So that would be filled in too. Okay. How do I just move all of it? I don't want to reshape it. I just want to move it. Do I hold control or something? Shift? I just want to move it. Okay. LYRL. Oh, see this. No. That wouldn't count. That wouldn't count at all. LYRL here is empty. LYRL empty. LYRL would also have to be empty. That means this one would have to be only a third full. LYRL here would also be empty. So we would know that would be empty. But see, now somebody said that I had. All right, so we'll do another hint. We'll do another hint. Is that the correct piece in the correct spot? We can do that. Yes, it is. Interesting. Okay. So LYRL means this is empty. LYRL means this is empty, but we don't know this one yet. We don't know YNL. We do know YNL is full. Well, actually, we don't know what any of this is, which is going to throw the whole thing off. We can only work with this side. LRRL is full. LRRL is full, so we know that's full. So that's a full over here. Okay. So now we know LRRL is full. LRRL is full. LRRL is full. We know the middle is full here. That doesn't really help. Just don't know what this is. And then LRNL is full. Okay. So can we work on ones that are, and this side is so rough because LYNL is full. We can also, going from this though, we can start, if we can get like a few of the middles, then we can start actually like working backwards. This puzzle's gonna take another 200 hours. Yeah, it is. You're not kidding. LLRH. LLRH would be here. LLRH would be here. If we had more letters, man, if we had more letters, this would be so much easier, but we don't have the letters. LLRH would be, oh, LLRH would be here. Wait, do you already have that one? LLRH here. Wait, that doesn't matter. No, it does matter. Yeah, okay. This one? This one. Mm-hmm. Okay. Still not too helpful. Still not too helpful. Transcribing values could help. Well, the problem is we're not sure what the actual values are. So I can see smoke coming out of his ears from here. Yeah, well, I mean, we're trying here. We're trying. LLRH. If we can find that in more places. There's no H's on this side. Interesting. The H's are only on the bottom. Hmm. LLNH is, we don't know what that is. LYR blank, we don't know what that is. Ah, there's so many where we're missing a freaking letter. Oh, it's so frustrating. Hmm. We haven't really established many as zero either. LYRL is the zero. We established that was zero. LYRL is zero. But then we don't know anything about this spot. We know nothing about N at all. Are there any N's that? No. The only ones that we can identify N with are LLNH, but that's unknown. The LY doesn't have a bottom one. The bottom left is full. LRNL. LRNL is full. LRNL. Can it be something else? Could we L R N? Could we make? Could that be L then? If we can, if we're going here, but maybe Y would also fill that in. You know, like I wonder. I wonder if it's as easy since we're working with R L Y N and H, which is 5. So if we have 3 and we can confirm a positive or a negative, that doesn't necessarily mean we know what the last letter is. If we if there are only 4, then this would be super easy because then if we got like a positive or a negative, we would know exactly what the last letter is and we can start filling in the outside for the grid. But the problem is that we don't, there's 5 different letters. So because of that, whatever the unknowns are can be one of 2 things and we don't know which one it is. Write down the ones you know, and as you find them out, you'll figure out new combinations. That's exactly what we're trying to do. That's why we have 3 of them down so far. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So we know, for instance, that all of this is filled in. Mm-hmm. Stop sucking, Windows. Do what I say because I said it. Mm. Okay. Okay, we put that there. Okay. So we know that blank RRL is full, but we don't know what that letter is yet. So this right here could be see, we don't know if some are repeating because they do have repeatings as well, which means that it's not even the last 2 that it could be. It could literally be any letter because they can repeat. Get. Well, there goes that whole idea. I'm trying to think if there's any way we can narrow down the outside letter. The letters are for the entire row. Yes. Yeah, we know that the letters are indicative of coordinates. So LYRL is 0. So that's why we know here LYRL is also 0. So that whole thing has to be 0 and 0 since it fills from that side. We also have an LYRL here, which means this is 0. But we unfortunately don't know much more beyond that because we don't know this letter, and it's something YRL here. But we don't know what that is. So we don't know if this is a 1 full because it starts down here or if it's a 2 full. What in the deuce is this? I know, I feel the same way. I feel exactly the same way. We've got Lyn, LYN. We don't really have any other. We have LYLs there and LY. We have LYN Ls. LYNL is full. LYN blank is L. We have LRRL and there's an LRRL below. LRRL. LRRL is full. LRRL is full. Yeah. Okay. So LRRL is full there. LRRL is full there. LRRL is full there. So, oh, but it goes. So we know that this is full, but we don't know. We don't know if it's a 2/3 or a full because we haven't established this one yet. Yeah. Yeah, my thing sucked. We can redo it over that.